Okay, so this would be putting in at whatever campground is right above Columns of the Giants, and then running it out to here, out to the Columns of the Giants, the campground. Downstream, there's at least one river-wide log, but there's plenty of time to get out before it, and there's plenty of good spots to portage that, or just call it a day there and get up onto the trail into the campground, because really nothing below this section. I don't really, I don't know, maybe I'll do some actual hiking to get down over there more and see it. It's pretty short, it's like a half mile, but it's all in like a gorge like this. So if we go for it, there's no portaging, so we should probably scout this all from the cliff top before we go for it. But so far, it looks pretty sick. Okay guys, so far it's looking really good to go. I haven't come up that far, but this one down here, that's gotta be stout, but also like super good to go. There's no hole at the bottom or anything. There's even an eddy there behind that rocky patch. We've got some eddies here to chill out afterwards. There'd be some good recovery time after this one. Sorry, that thing's kind of my life going in. First time getting around here. Okay, so that's looking down. That lower part that I just came from, that one stout drop, that lower part, it's like all just go left and you're good. Up here, another 100 feet or so. I've pushed in the wall pretty good, but I mean, start left, push right, kind of aiming towards the rock, and you're good to go. This one, kind of big, but I mean, we don't have a whole lot of flow, so we don't have to worry about that hole when we punch it. Oops, that middle rock, follow the green comes in the middle. Looks sick. Now I gotta go check out that stuff, because that looks a little scarier. Alright, I'm just gonna keep working bottom up on this one. So this is that exit. Just some pin potential. Wouldn't really want to be upside down, but should be okay. You got an eddy, you can carry back out into that. I'm gonna try and get a view of the bottom here. Sorry, I haven't actually seen it yet. This whole upper section looks pretty dang stout. So, honestly, maybe lowering in down here somewhere and getting to run a couple drops could be really cool. But this, oh, there. Chinooks, not built for scrambling. That's not too bad. That's kind of bad. Okay, so where you see that wood there, it's extending out like 2/3 the way this way. So I guess the water's passing kind of like under undercut wall here to get through there around that wood. You'd have to really stick your line, and then you come in again. I get a feeling Adam's not going to want to run this. Okay, so here's the wood situation. So the water's coming under the wall, kind of. Might be able to cut it and get into that eddy and throw it back in so you don't have to worry about the wall. That's pretty techy. And that is at least coming under a little bit of a wall on that side. Let me hike up a little bit more. Okay, this looks a lot better from the top. So just cruise on out here, big boop, and that log, you're not really going into that wall at all. So just keep paddling, and then as you come around there, try and get your nose over so that you're not coming into that back wall. This guy, big boop. I say just drive the heck out of it and go for it. That's undercut. That is probably undercut. There's a cave there. That's rowdy. That's rowdy as heck. You don't get a good boop. You might get flush. Like I see some water here, but it's mostly going side to side and recircling in there. it's not really flushing out. Like that looks like that's been deep for a while before it's coming out. So that might be a no-go for me. Up here then, good drop. Well, 2 good lead-in drops to that. Again, just boop the heck out of it, paddle hard. Here, let me come over a little closer for you. This guy, the entrance, just drive in towards the tree, kind of slide down, and you're coming in here. I don't know, man. Like, it all looks like it could go if you had perfect lines and just paddled hard. But also, like, all these walls are undercut. There's caves everywhere. That tree's there. There's pin potential down there. This would be so sick to run. I hate to say it, but maybe a little bit less water, it could go pretty good. Yeah. Maybe a little less water and this hole gets less rowdy, more friendly. That's just turning. I'm not too worried about that. That looks a lot better from here. Although less water, that log might be more of a problem. I don't know, it's pretty stout, pretty committed. It looks like a lot of fun, but it's literally like, the whole thing is like 100 yards long. So there's that entrance. I don't know, let's see how long it takes me to walk this thing. Well, I guess you come down to the bend. Okay, so there's first committing gorge right here. And then you got, after that, which looks worse from the top, it actually looks pretty clean from the bottom. And you got some recovery time. And you got 2 more drops in there. Nowhere as big as this. And those are flushy. More recovery time after that. So maybe we just lower in like here or there on the other side of these rocks to the eddy and get to run 2 stouts. But a little less water and I might feel a lot safer with this one. So, yeah. That 6 drops right under the bridge. You got another little guy, and then you got this freaking dam right here. Why? I'm not even gonna bother looking up higher. I don't wanna try and board it to this thing. I lied. So here's the dam. Here's this sick booth. There's an eddy. Theoretically, you could get out. I don't think I'm making that eddy. I'm not going into that. Oh, actually, there's kind of an eddy right there. You could theoretically climb over the wood. That's not the worst idea I've ever had recently. That's not too bad. Okay, so it's a maybe. We are a firm maybe. What were we thinking? Maybe we just put in after the dam run. I don't know. Another sick booth. It's alright. There's some cool stuff. It's okay.